Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back for more Multi-Pack Mania.
Oh yeah!
This week's theme was even packs. The challenge was to choose any multi-pack from your collection that contains an even-numbered amount of movies, and then use a method such as a random number generator to randomly select a film from that multi-pack to watch and review. I decided to go with this Sleazy Slashers 4-movie pack. And when I entered 4 into the random number generator, this is what happened. So, as you can see from both the front and the back, number 1 is Psycho Scarecrow. Psycho Scarecrow, even though it is labeled on here as a 2000 slasher film, is actually a 1996 shot-on-video slasher film. A woman falls to her death from a high-rise building in the city, and 2 detectives are called in on the case. One detective believes it was a homicide, and the other thinks suicide. As they search her apartment for any evidence, they find a tape recorder with a message she recorded just before her death. Her narration on the tape tells us the story. Her name was Sheila, and she talks about being invited to a party at a farmhouse. She heads there with 4 of her friends: Eric, Karn, Floyd, and Spider. On the way to the farmhouse, though, the car breaks down, and the group must walk through a cornfield to get there. On the way, they passed a creepy scarecrow. Imagine that. When they finally make it through the cornfields, they arrive at the farmhouse. That night, they sing by the fire and tell ghost stories. Floyd is a bit of the outcast in the group, and he has a crush on Sheila. He tries to make his move, but she shuts him down. Eric and Karn, who are a couple, go off on their own to fool around. Floyd follows them with his camera so he can snap some naughty photos. When Eric catches him taking pictures, the 2 guys get into a fight. And although it wasn't his intention, Eric accidentally kills Floyd. At first, Eric thinks Floyd is just joking around, but Karn becomes very nervous. The couple returns to the fire and tells Sheila and Spider what happened. The 4 friends return to the spot where Floyd was last seen, and sure enough, they find his lifeless body. Afraid he will be blamed for the death, Eric demands that everyone keep it a secret. Spider is immediately on his side, and although the girls are reluctant at first, they ultimately agree. They decide to hide the body in the cornfield by pulling apart the scarecrow and dressing Floyd in the clothes. They then place a pumpkin over Floyd's head and perch him on the scarecrow post. After that, the group heads back to the car to try to get it started. This is, of course, when the Psycho Scarecrow comes to life. It's actually a really well done sequence, too, for a shot-on-video film. Blood drips down from Floyd's dead body onto the ground and the burlap sack face of the old scarecrow. The ground beneath literally opens up and the burlap sack face starts groaning. The new zombie scarecrow carves a face in its pumpkin head with its own gloved hand, and then steps down from his perch, intent on killing his former friends. One by one, he stalks them through the cornfield and the farmhouse. An axe is his method of murder. When Sheila and Eric manage to get away from the farm, they find a warehouse to hide out in. But the Psycho Scarecrow finds them there. The chase continues when they steal a truck and drive to another old house. But once again, the Psycho Scarecrow wins this game of hide and seek. The story cuts back to the bickering detectives who are still trying to figure out if it was homicide or suicide that killed Sheila. In the end, I won't spoil which it was. You'll have to watch Psycho Scarecrow to find out. As far as shot-on-video slashers go, Psycho Scarecrow was pretty good. Don't get me wrong, there's a ton of cheese, but that's a good thing in these types of films. I should also mention that Psycho Scarecrow is a Canadian slasher. You'll be able to tell by the dialogue and accents. As cheesy as it is, I do like the look of the Psycho Scarecrow. The kills feature a decent amount of blood, and I really like the concept of the audio recording left behind by Sheila. I thought that was a unique way to tell the story. At one point, the Scarecrow rides a motorcycle, and the movie is worth watching for that alone. What can I say? I liked Psycho Scarecrow a lot. Have you seen it? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Next week's theme for Multipack Mania is a recurring theme. Pick a pack. Simply pick any multi-pack from your collection and then randomly select a movie to watch and review from it. Remember, you can pick the pack, but not the movie. That must be randomly selected. And the multi-pack cannot contain movies all from the same franchise. So pick a pack, randomly select a movie from it, watch it, review it, and upload your video no earlier than next Monday. Thanks for watching, guys. Have fun. Hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.